Hey peoples, well I've been trying to get a video together, but I've had some issues. I had a leaky air conditioner. It was coming through my ceiling, so my wonderful son got up there and rerouted the drainage and sealed the roof again and did some more caulking for me. Hey Daisy. So, and besides that, I had a leak under the sink too, so I had to get under there. I fixed that myself. And it's been really, we had a 3-day heat wave. I mean, it was in the 90s. I think one day it was mid-90s. And it gets really hot in an RV when you're in the sun, probably any time, even if you're not in the sun. So I was all cooped up in here and the animals hated it. I think for 2 hours each morning I would leave things open. But I figured out when it gets to 85 in here, it's time to shut things up and turn the air on. Because if you don't hit it by then, you'll never recover and have a RV that's comfortable. And even then, I mean, it got up to 88 with the air conditioning on. And I had a fan going, but I just hate being cooped up. I'm not used to that. For the last year and a half when I've been out west, it's been on the cool side. I haven't had to use my air conditioner, which is a good thing, because I needed my son to fix it. If I'd had to use it for the last year and a half, my ceiling would be laying on the floor. So fortunately, I was here around my son when I discovered the leak, that it wasn't draining right. And then I got the new kitty. Today's a beautiful day, by the way. It's a little on the rainy side, but it's breezy and cool and just feels wonderful. All the windows are open. I just love that. So, and I got the new kitty. I got Lucy Lou, and my kitty videos today is going to be mainly her, because she's so sweet when they're little, and she's grown so much in the last 2 weeks since I posted when I got her. And they grow up so fast, don't they? So I just want to start out by showing you, I've been showing you some things that I have found useful for me in my RV travels. And another thing I haven't shown you yet, I don't think, is this fold-up stool. I was carting around a 4-foot step ladder. I was basically bunging it to the top of my car, and that's how I traveled. And so anytime I wanted to use it, I'd have to get it down. So what I figured out, I was only using it to put the hummingbird feeder, by my windshield. That was the only thing I ever used it for. And so now there's no hummingbirds here. I've got the feeder hanging, but I haven't seen a one. There's no flowers around here, that's probably why. But it's sad, because I do love the hummingbirds. So at any rate, I'd gotten this at Walmart, I think in Big Bear, somewhere, I forget where. Ouch, it was a Walmart though. And it was only 15 bucks. It's a nice little fold-up stool, so it doesn't take any space. And I can pretty much reach anything I need. I just love it. And I could do the hummingbird feeders with it too. So that's a tip. If you need a stool or something to raise yourself up for 15 bucks, you can have this fold-up. Holds, I think, up to 200 and some pounds. Okay, what else? What else can we talk about? Another thing I wanted to mention is that I redid my intro video, so you might want to check it out for those of you who zip by it. Okay, I haven't brought this up because it's still painful to talk about, but I lost Pearl a week before I left Ajo. It's been a while, and it's still painful to think about it. She leapt out over my shoulder at dusk when I was bringing Pepper back in the door. Her and Gary were sitting at the top of the steps. I yelled at them to get back. It was getting dark. Coyotes are out there. Even though I'd never seen a coyote in the parking lot where I was camped, I knew they were out there. And so they both turned around and started to walk back inside, into the RV. And as I was bringing Pepper up the steps, Pearl turned back around and leapt over my shoulder. And she walked out over the mat in that little area I had between the building and the RV. And I yelled at her. I said, "Pearl, get back in here. There's coyotes." And it was dusk, almost dark, but it was early in the evening, and I really didn't worry about it. I knew that by the time it was like 9 or 10 and I was ready to go to bed, I would go out and try to get her to come in. And I hadn't had any problems, had not seen a coyote while I was there, and she just didn't make it. The coyote got her. So it was a full moon night. It was the first warm, really nice day we'd had there for a long time, if ever. Because it's always cool in the desert in the winter. And she just wanted to be out, I mean, I could cry talking about it. But at any rate, Pearl is gone, so I did that. I deleted her from the intro video. But now I have Lucy Lou, so I still have my number of cats, but I miss Pearl. She was a good kitty. Had to share finally. Thanks for watching.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, I've noticed some of the RVer channels I watch on YouTube who have pets, they have their viewers send their pets their favorite treats to their address, probably shipped from Walmart or Amazon or Target or wherever, Chewy. Just put in their RV address and that's where they have it sent. And if anyone wants to send my kitties or my Pepper their favorite food or treats, I'm going to put my address and their favorite foods in the description. So if you ever want to have something shipped to me, it would be really help me out a lot. It costs a lot of money to rescue these cats. I'm not even talking about vet bills. You know, I gotta have Lucy Lou fixed. But if you want to help out and send some treats or some food, I'll put what they like to eat, and I'd greatly appreciate it. Y'all are so wonderful. I just really appreciate all the loyal people who've followed me from the first. I've been through a lot in the last 2 years. I've been RVing for 2 years now. I've learned so much. And my advice to anyone starting out is there's nothing you can learn by watching YouTube channels or even researching online. You just have to get out and do it. You really do. I thought I was so prepared. I wasn't. I'm still learning. I still have issues popping up that I have to deal with. There's always a little project. That's just the way the RV life is. So if you can prepare yourself mentally that you can't control everything, if you like to have control, and that you just have to go with the flow and learn as you go, and if you can relax with that and enjoy the journey, then you'll do fine with RVing. Okay, what else can we talk about? Well, I've been busy too getting my insurance in order, because my left hip, I'm sure you've noticed my back and my hip in my videos. I try to disguise it, but there's only so much I can do if I want to show the complete video. My left hip is so bad. I mean, I'm about ready to use one of those scooters at Walmart to do my grocery shopping. And except my pride won't let me, so I just hang on the cart, right? It's my walker. So I need to get my hip done, and I have 3 appointments in the next week to get that in order. So hopefully I'll get my hip replaced sometime in July. You guys be nice. I'll spray you. Remember, I think I mentioned on my video how I make my cats get along when I bring a new one in, because people say, I won't rescue a cat because my other 2 cats won't like it. Well, you know what? They're like kids. You train your kids, you train your cats. You're in charge, not them. So Ruby's the worst one. She's still hissing at everybody. And I just spray her, and I'll say, I'm going to spray you, and she knows, and she looks at me, and then I reach for this, and she scampers away. So they're all loving the baby. You'll see in the video, they all get along. They're all playing together. And Ruby's still a little bitch, but what are you going to do? I love her. They all have different personalities. So anyway, I got my hip stuff going on, and 4th of July is coming up. They're having the fireworks on the 29th this year, and I'll have ringside seats. They shoot them out over the lake here where I'm at. So my son and his family's coming in for that. And what else is going on? Well, on the hip, and I have a cataract on my eye. I got to get that taken off while I'm in town. And I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to do this winter already. Oh, I think I already mentioned that we have to leave this campsite over the 4th of July. So I did round up that one at Palestine Lake, and I'm not happy about that. I don't want to go out there, but what are you going to do? It's got to go with the flow. We'll see how it works out. I'll tell you why. I drove out there to see if I had cell service and to see where I could park my 30-foot with 2 slides. And I was driving around, and there's a little lane that goes out to the road. So I came to the top of the lane and stopped and called Dan, who owns it. And he told me that he'd already had 2 calls from people about me driving around out there. And actually, he seemed a little miffed about it. And I thought, I told him, I said, I wanted to see if I had cell service, you know? I mean, what's up with that? I said, I tried to blow it off and say, well, it's a good thing that people are concerned and care, right? But no, he seemed a little irritated. I was driving around. And so what I've discovered is it's like a mutual society out there, a little cult or whatever. They're all like been there every year, and they've got these. You think my RV looks old? You should see what's out there. You will see what's out there because I'll film it. So I'm just not really happy about going out there, but I don't really have a choice. I did ask Jeanette, the one who manages here, if she could find a spot for me just to slide in that I wouldn't use any electric or water for that 10-day period because I can be self-sufficient. She didn't give me much hope, but I'm still kind of holding out hope that she might do that, and I can just slide down by the lake and stay here for 10 days. Wouldn't cost me anything since I've already paid to stay here, whereas it's $10 a night for nothing out there, to be all the way out there on that glorified pond they call Palestine Lake. So anyway, I guess that's all the news. I'll try to have more interesting videos. Oh, for the blowback I got on my last campsite at the Hoosier National Forest for that guy who was crowding me. You know what? I'm a single gal. I advertised it on my car. The guy who crowded me out knew there was a single gal in here because all he had to do was pull up my videos and see that I'm single. It was definitely trying to intimidate me and be territorial to a space that he liked to park in, even though he hadn't been there since I had come to that spot. I had not even seen him. So he was crowding me out and trying to exert his authority. And it's not cool to make a single woman traveling alone feel threatened. People who are mentally healthy wouldn't do that, okay? So for those of you who told me I was in the wrong, you're probably messed up in the head too. Have a great day. Enjoy my kitty videos.
I know it looks like I'm smiling, but you know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Why did you get another cat? We did not need more cats, Mother.
Well, Pepper, you know, I didn't set out to find a cat. You know, it just sort of happened, you know. It needed a home and I rescued it.
Mom, you know, you act like you think I'm stupid. You know, you could have found another home for the cat, or you could just say no for once.
Pepper, shut up. You know I can't say no. Lucy Lou wants to jump out every time I come outside. So do you remember this tent from Quartzsite where I had all the kitties funneling down a tunnel from my bedroom window? Well, Jeffrey's in there with her. Oh my word. Never too old to be a mama for kitties. You want to go in, Gary? Do you want to go inside? Now they're all interested in going in. You want to go in there, Ruby? Do you remember this tent? When you were babies? We have another baby. He's protecting her. He knows that Ruby doesn't like her. He chased Ruby off. Ruby hisses at her. You want to go in, Gary? Come here, Gary. Come on. Go in. He got in. They're funny. They did everything in their power to get out of this in Quartzsite, and now they all want to go in and play with the baby. You want out, Jeffy? Don't tear the screen. Come on. She's so precious. She's so precious, Gary. You've been a good brother to her. Yes, you have. You'll gut the bunnies and the squirrels, but you like little Lucy. Here I was worried about you. Killing the baby. You gonna play hide and seek? You gonna play hide and seek with the baby? Oh, she likes this. I'm glad I put the tent up for her. She's run outside a couple times, and the cats don't like having the screen door shut. So. Now Jeffrey figured out how to climb under the tent. Do you remember in Quartzsite I had rocks all along here so they couldn't get out? But I don't think. By the time she's big enough to figure that out, I'll let her in and out like the rest of them. But right now I can't trust her. She'll get run over on this busy road. You want out? Come on, come here. Come on. the baby? a kitty, Gary? Gary caught it. Move your paw, Gary. Gary, move your paw. What are you doing, Gary? You stopped it. You stopped it. Move your paw. Gary. Gary, move your paw. Gary, psst, move your paw. You trapped the mousey. The mousey can't bounce around in the toy because you got your paw on it. Can you move your paw? You just gonna trap that mousey forever? Gary, can you move your hand? How long are you gonna hold the mousey? You got it stuck? Are you a kitty? Is Big Gary a kitty? Are you a little kitty, Gary? Do you want to be a baby again and play? Gary. I love you, Gary.